Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? Because they just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Oh yeah,
it's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah.
Ooh. It's a harder puncher.
And
So Tank is saying that Shakur knocked out Keyshawn in sparring. I guess Keyshawn was thinking about Devin when he was sparring Shakur. Now Gervonta came out stating, quote, "They want to be friends, but like, nah, get on." AJ asked Tank, "You sparred Keyshawn years ago. How did that go?" Gervonta responded with, "He was just in my DMs trying to spar. Left that ninja on scene. That's why he's mad." And I also said ninjas like to spar their future opponents before fighting them, so they can figure them out. Another thing I heard, he got put out by my buddy that don't have no power. Then a fan asked Tank, "Which one, Shakur or Devin?" Gervonta responded by saying, "His fake brother," meaning Shakur. Well, there you go. Tank is claiming Shakur knocked out Keyshawn Davis in sparring. I guess Keyshawn has some explaining to do.
Gervonta Davis recently shared some new information online about a sparring session that involved Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. This quickly caught people's attention because Tank and Shakur have had tension between them since their amateur boxing days. Now that both fighters hold lightweight titles, fans are naturally curious about what could happen if they ever meet in the ring. Many fans don't realize how much experience Tank gained before turning professional. During his amateur career, he faced several top fighters from the lightweight division. He took part in many intense sparring sessions that helped build his reputation early on. One sparring moment that fans already know about is the famous Doghouse Gym session with Devin Haney. Later, Floyd Mayweather released the full video, showing Tank's power against a very young Haney. That story is only one example. There are many other sparring moments involving Tank and well-known fighters that were never shared publicly. One of those lesser-known sessions included Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is a highly skilled lightweight boxer with strong results. He won a silver medal at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and has done well as a professional. Out of 11 fights, he has won 10, with 7 wins coming by knockout. Because of his skills and record, many people believe he could be a real challenge for Tank. Fans continue to discuss who would win if these two ever fought. With Keyshawn recently calling out Tank, the possibility of this matchup feels very real and could turn into a major fight in the lightweight division.
Davis has called out Tank. He said he once shared the ring with Tank at the age of 16 and the age of 21. He's now 25 years old. And he said he never had a problem with Tank in those 2 sparring matches. Now let me tell you something. Frank also sparred Tank a while back and claimed that he hurt Tank. You say you never had a problem with Tank, and that's cool. Frank Martin said he actually hurt Tank during the sparring match. Now if that's true, I don't know. But here this past weekend, Frank got in the ring with Tank and got knocked out.
Keyshawn Davis appears very sure of himself when it comes to facing Tank in a professional fight. He has said that he didn't struggle during their sparring sessions. But this raises the question of how those rounds actually went. In one of his interviews, Keyshawn explained his time sparring with Tank in detail. He said that both of them prefer to focus on attacking rather than spending too much time on defense. He also pointed out that they share similar styles inside the ring. According to Keyshawn, Tank was able to connect with several clean punches during their sessions.
I just remembered you sparred Tank as well, right?
Yeah.
When you sparred Tank, what did you learn about yourself when that happened?
I learned that I can hang in there with the elite level. I feel like I can take a punch because he caught me with, well, I remember he caught me with 2 good shots. He caught me with 1 good hook, and he caught me with 1 good straight. And knowing Tank, like, you don't know really to expect when you get caught with a good shot. So he told me I could really take a punch. He told me I could box with the best and shit. I feel like Tank, he tested me. He tested my skill in a way where I always had to like stay sharp, watch out for his power, and just be real defensive. Because I'm not really a defensive fighter. Even though I got great defense, I love fighting like Tank does. So he had me fighting a style that I don't usually fight, and I feel like I got better at it. I capitalized it, and I learned a lot from sparring Tank, man. Shouts out to Tank.
What's that like in the ring? Kind of like you said, before you get hit, you're kind of like, shit, this is Tank. Well, what is this gonna feel? Is that just a question you get answered once you get popped? It's like, okay, now I know how I take it. Now I know where it's at.
Yeah, for sure. That's what every boxer, even in a real fight, if the dude is not a hard puncher, but you still try to see me punch, like, you probably get hit, boom. Oh, that shit wasn't that bad. And shake it off. And if that shit come again, you can be confident, like, whoo, boom. You feel me? So it's really like, once you take that first hit, like, well, that shit ain't nothing. Or if you get hit, boom. Okay, he not gonna hit with that no more. You feel me? You always gotta get the hit to really know how you want to fight your opponent.
After sharing the ring with Tank, Keyshawn Davis has shown strong confidence in himself. He expressed appreciation toward Tank for giving him the chance to spar, explaining that the experience helped him better understand his own abilities. The sessions allowed him to test his skills and see how well he could handle heavy punches. Keyshawn also spoke recently about Tank's knockout victory over Frank Martin. He described it as a positive moment for the sport and gave credit to both fighters, saying they delivered an exciting and entertaining contest.
I saw the tweet you had over the weekend after you checked out Tank's fight with Frank Martin. Basically, to paraphrase, you said, sparred him at 16, sparred him at 21, never had one problem. Play that tough guy shit with someone from Norfolk, Virginia, your hometown. Yeah, what'd you think of his fight with Martin? And yeah, man, expand on your sentiment that you shared, after watching it.
Shit, that fight was great for boxing, man. It really was, even though, a lot of it, majority of the fight was predictable. It was still great for boxing, man. Everybody tuned in, and everybody got what they paid for, a spectacular knockout. And that's what sells in boxing. So that fight was great for boxing, man. And shit. Hats off to Frank Martin to get the biggest fight of his career. Going in there and competing. Hats off to Frank Martin and for Tank for doing what he do. Hats off to both of them guys.
When talking about his decision to call out Tank, Keyshawn said his approach was calm and relaxed. He explained that they once shared a friendly connection, but that changed after Tank sent him messages that crossed the line. Although they later talked things through and settled the issue, Keyshawn made it clear that their relationship will never return how it was before. Even so, he believes that a professional fight between them is likely to take place at some point in the future.
Just in terms of what I said, for real, I just feel like, Tank wasn't never really, like, on my radar, for real. Like, he wasn't, like, I never had a problem with Tank. He was always cool. And I was just like, when we run into each other, we gonna run into each other and shit. But it was a little situation that we had a disagreement on, and he had DM'd me. So after the DM, I just took it to another level, because I feel like once you kind of disrespect me in a way that I don't give a fuck, once you disrespect me, all the floodgates are open, and I felt like that DM was disrespectful, and we have after his fight, we exchanged words in the DMs, and we kind of like hashed it out type shit. But I had already made my post on Facebook, and I wasn't going back on what I had said, because at the end of the day, I still want to fight you. Also, we got a little history. We don't got to be cool, but it's like, we're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go back and be like, I'm going to take that shit down because we hashed it out. Nah, that shit's staying up there, because we are going to fight one day. Whenever you want to make it.
When questioned about his abilities, Keyshawn Davis once again showed strong confidence. He said he trusts his own skills and believes he has what it takes to beat Tank. Referring to their past and their experience in boxing, he suggested that a matchup between them would be exciting for fans to watch. He also claimed that he sees himself as the top fighter in the lightweight division and feels he could give Tank a tough and competitive fight.
Stylistically, you know, whatever it is in your style and your skill set, or even beyond style, like your temperament as a man and as a fighter, what is it that you think you have that could be a remedy for Tank in the ring? You could beat him.
I just feel like I'm the best at 135, period. I came into the game with this confidence, and I got the same confidence. Again, like, me and Tank got a little history, so, like, we got a little history. Like I never spoke on Tank like that. First time I ever spoke on it, you feel what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm the best at 135, man. It's time for me to prove it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I think I can do this better than Tank. I can knock Tank out and I can do this and that third. No, I'm not gonna do that. He's a hell of a fighter. I'm a hell of a fighter. But what I said on my Facebook post, it was just me keeping it real and just how I felt. And how I feel is it stands. I feel like I'm the best at 135 and I'm here to fight the best.
Keyshawn Davis also explained his fighting style and how he would plan to face Tank. He said he believes he has multiple strengths that work in his favor, including his taller build. According to him, his size would make him difficult to deal with in the ring. While he acknowledged Tank's quick movement and smooth footwork, he suggested those skills would not be effective against someone like him. With these advantages in mind, Keyshawn made it clear that he feels confident about defeating the Baltimore-based boxing star.
Actually, I think after the time you sparred him the second time at 21, we did an interview and you praised his defense. You're like, I knew this guy could punch, but I didn't know he was slick like that. But yet you're bigger, you're taller than him and putting on size even at lightweight, and you're a big lightweight. So you already said, I'm not going to say I could do this or I could do that, but just stylistically, what would that fight look like? Because lately you've been throwing lots of combinations and not too many guys are standing there to throw 3, 4, or 5 shots in front of Tank. They're too concerned about what's coming back. So what do you think it would look like?
Right. Well, with a fighter like me, man, like I'm gonna talk about myself. I'm not gonna talk about him.
Yeah.
Talk about myself. With a fighter like me, you cannot stand right there in front of me and just think you're gonna block all these shots. I'm not talking about him, because Pedraza tried to do the same thing with me, and Nair Albright. So you can't just sit right there in front of me and try to play defense with me. It's just not gonna work. I'm too smart. I'm too fast, and I hit hard. I really do. So you're not gonna want to sit right there with me. You feel what I'm saying? So okay, boom. Naturally, I'm the bigger fighter. Okay, cool. I'm smart. I don't get hit in fights. I don't. You know. So that's number 2. I'm confident. I just feel like in terms of like me, I'm bigger, I'm strong. I just feel like in terms of me, man, I got the whole package. I got the whole package. And if people probably say that about him, but I'm bigger, I'm younger, I'm just as fast, I'm strong. I might not be the hardest hitting 135, but I got power. You feel what I'm saying? So I just believe in myself, man. So I just feel like when it comes down to me and him, I think in terms of the matchup, this is the best matchup you can get.
Keyshawn Davis also discussed his knockout win over Jose Pedraza, calling it a statement-making victory that really put him on the boxing map. He explained that the knockout was a turning point in his career, helping him gain wider recognition and giving him the confidence to challenge some of the sport's top fighters.
You know, you wound up knocking out Pedraza in the same rounds he did, 6 rounds. To Tank's credit, when he did it, Pedraza was undefeated. He was a world champion at that time, but still, you do it in 6 rounds. What do you think that tells us, the fans and the viewers, media?
I think it more so tells the viewers that, okay, Keyshawn is on that. I want to say on that, because y'all always want to say Shakur, Tank, fucking Brian Garcia level, whatever the fuck that is. But I want to say, like, okay, I'm stamped on that shit. Like, I'm stamped, like, okay, I respect that, but it's always going to take that one fight for me to get that, like, a TFU or like a Baranchik. For y'all to be like, damn, Keyshawn is ready. But in terms of Keyshawn, I've been telling y'all I was ready. just give me an opportunity for me to show that. You feel what I'm saying? So it really is what it is, man.
While Keyshawn Davis has shown confidence about facing Tank, Tank's trainer, Kenny Ellis, doesn't share the same view. He believes the young fighter is being premature by calling out the two-division lightweight champion. Ellis dismissed any talk of a fight between Tank and Keyshawn, saying that Davis still needs more experience before taking on the top names in the division. Instead, Ellis suggested other possible opponents for Keyshawn's next bout, naming Andila Mason, the top contender, as someone he would like to see Davis face. He explained that he does not support a matchup with Tank at this stage, as he feels Tank should continue fighting the major contenders in the lightweight division to prove himself.
When we went on the other day with Antonio Tarver, Keyshawn seen the video and retweeted it. What do you think about him wanting that fight with Tank, even though it's obviously so many years above him? But I
think Keyshawn should be trying to get his win back with Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz beat him just before he turned pro. Andy Cruz beat him 4 times. Handle that business, then come at Tank.
You know, he said that he sparred Tank 2 times, never had a problem.
Everybody, I mean, it's a possibility. You know, everybody gonna say that because they want people to watch their next fight. You know what I mean?
Like Tank ain't excited about no sparring anyway. When you get on that level, you ain't tripping about no sparring.
Yeah.
And when Tank spar, he ain't gonna Tank will work with you. You know, he'll work with you. Tank ain't go hard with Keyshawn.
Tank got a heart. That's what Kenny's saying. You know, he got a heart. So what do you think? What do you think, Mick? You think that's that's too early for Keyshawn?
Oh man, hell yeah. We got to see
last performance he had, or was it 2?
Yeah, no, we got to see him versus. I'd like to see him versus somebody like
I like him, but don't step out too fast. You know what I'm saying? He got rocked.
Yeah, he can fight.
He can fight.
You know what? I like him and Abdullah in the near future.
I want to see Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, that's what I just said. In about a year, I'd like to see that. Yeah. I think Abdullah get him once he get a little more experience.
Abdullah Mason is the next one at 135. I'm trying to tell everybody, they ain't listening.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Abdullah Mason up next.
I like to do.
Abdullah Mason is good, man.
He's different.
I would like to see him and Keyshawn on the collision course in the next year or so.
According to Kenny Ellis, Keyshawn Davis still has a lot to prove before he can face Tank. However, a different perspective came from Terrence Crawford's trainer, Brian "Back" McIntyre. Recently, Back was asked about the upcoming fight between Tank and Lomachenko, as well as Keyshawn Davis's potential matchups, and shared his thoughts.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on a potential big fight later in the year. Bob's talking about making Tank and Loma. Who do you favor in that fight?
Oh man, I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
You won't even watch the fight?
Yeah, I mean, I watch it because I'm a big supporter of Tank, but my mind is set on. I got 135 pounder that can make some noise, and that's where my concern is at. Keyshawn Davis. Of course, they're not talking about it because he only got 10 fights, but the world knows he's right there.
You think Keyshawn, he could, the way you're developing, he could beat Tank in a couple years, or what time?
He just called him out, so obviously he got in his mind that he can beat him.
Well, Keyshawn, is a good combination puncher. Will we see him exchange with Tank? Smart, you don't want to get hit, obviously, but that would be more of a firefight.
Well, I tell you like this. As long as he follow the game plan, he'll be able to win any fight out there.
Well, it seems like he's got the skills to outbox the aggressive guys, but the combinations of power to go after the boxers. You feel like, a well-rounded fighter. You could be versatile with the game plan with him.
You can. You have to. You got to think on the fly. You got to adapt to the style that's in there. You're in there with. That's what will make a great fighter. Adapt.
Earlier in this video, we discussed leaked information showing Shakur knocking out Keyshawn during sparring. it's clear that Keyshawn is well aware of the skills Shakur brings to the ring. In a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, he was asked about a possible fight between Tank and Shakur. While many in the boxing world would likely favor Tank, especially given Shakur's recent struggles, Keyshawn surprised everyone by picking Shakur to win. He even predicted the victory would come via a split decision.
How do you see that fight unfolding between Shakur and Tank Davis?
Well, you never know in this sport, man. Like in terms of who getting a fight first. Like who would expect Frank Martin fighting Tank? You know, especially after the fact he didn't fight Shakur. So we already never know who will get the fight first. You know, I'm at a level where I am ready. So whoever Tank will want to fight first, it's really up to that man. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of him and Shakur, if there was to fight, I think Shakur would win. Like I think Shakur got better skill, and of course he's just better defensively. Like I'm always going with the better skill, the better defensive fighter. Tank's skill is phenomenal, but I just feel like he's offense first. I feel like he's offense first, or I feel like Tank is the type of fighter where he'll either be offensive first, or he's very, 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 very patient, and then just try to catch you slipping. You know what I'm saying? And certain fighters, is just smart. So I just think Shakur will win that fight. It'll be a hell of a fight, a hard fight, and it's definitely gonna be a split decision. But I got you.
A potential matchup between Tank and Shakur, or Tank versus Keyshawn Davis, definitely sounds intriguing. Based on what Keyshawn has shared, he seems confident about his chances against Tank, and given their shared amateur history, it's easy to see why. Now, we want to hear from you. Who do you think would come out on top in a fight between Tank and Shakur Stevenson? And do you believe Keyshawn Davis could beat Tank in a professional bout? Share your predictions and thoughts in the comments below. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.